So pretty much, just to get started, the topic is the White House card, the UFC White House card, UFC 250 or whatever it's called. I think Freedom something. Um, this chair is so uncomfortable. I'm gonna just stand up. How the hell does people like? How do people sit in the stools? This shit is unbearable. Anyways, okay. So for me, the main event I think is bad. I think it's bad because it's just a mismatch. It's a mismatch. You know what I'm saying? Gaethje is old. He's coming off a win that, in my opinion, it's not like unimpressive, but at the same time, it doesn't make me go like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he did that. Oh, Patty was so good. Oh, come on." You know what I mean? I picked Gaethje to win by round four knockout, and it didn't happen. But it's like I don't know why anyone thought Patty was gonna win. If you go look fucking that way straight towards his record, you know what I'm saying? It's over there somewhere. You can look at who he fought, his resume and shit. It's not impressive. He lost to Jared Gordon. He got outstruck by Tony late. Chandler had success, you know what I'm saying? And he did improve through those fights, I want to say. Like, he did start looking better and better and better. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. He almost got knocked out cold in Cage Warriors by some guy that I'm pretty sure his record is, like, barely positive. So, you know, I'm not a hater of, like, regional guys. But at the end of the day, dude, like, imagine if you went and looked at Islam's, like, resume and who he's fought, and he just had a random loss to some guy on the regional scene named like Peter, and he slept him after 3 rounds of just straight mauling. You would not respect his resume nearly as much. You know what I'm saying? If he got beat by some random guy no one knows about, you know, and that Patty had that happen a lot. He had that happen a few times. A lot of fighters have, but his are especially bad because the way he's talked about, it's like you would think he's fucking English beef. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I think that the belt that Gaethje has, the interim belt, it's very fraudulent, and in my opinion, it doesn't even really like mean anything because he got knocked out by Holloway, he got choked out by Oliveira, and to me, it's just like those two guys are way better and deserve to be fighting for a title way more than he does. The only reason they're not fighting for a title is because they've already fought Ilia and they both lost. Gaethje is only fighting for this belt because he has not fought Ilia. And likewise for Patty, had he won, but he did it because he fucking sucks. Okay. Oh, I can say this because I don't like him. um, I've been a long time hater of Patty, so I'm very happy to say this. He sucks. I'm very happy he lost in the UFC. It was a wonderful day for me, by the way. I was celebrating. It was beautiful. I was jumping for joy every time he got dropped. I was like, kill him, finish him, do it now, do it now. Anyways, but yeah, I think it's just a mismatch. I think Ilya's gonna knock him out pretty early. I think second round is what I would say. Gaethje is not the kind of guy to just get hit one time and go to bed. You know what I mean? He does take damage before he goes out. In all of his losses by finish, by finish, he's been beat up before it. You know what I'm saying? Charles didn't knock him out. He dropped him and then subbed him. And take it in mind, after he dropped him, he was still conscious and aware. He just got choked because Charles is a demon, bro. Holloway put a beating on him and had him on shaky legs a few times, but it wasn't until literally with 1 second left that he actually knocked him out. Poirier didn't knock him out cold. Take Johnson dropped him and hurt him a few times. I don't know if he dropped him. I think he made him stumble pretty bad. Pretty much sat him down. You know what I'm saying? You know he got dropped by Tony, but he never got knocked out by those guys. Like knocked out cold. Max only got to knock him out cold, and that was after basically 4.5 rounds of just straight belt to ass. I don't like saying that term very much because I think it's corny, but just straight belt to ass. It was like a dad disciplining his shitty son. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, man, like it's not gonna look good for the UFC. Like putting on a fight like that, it's gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? Your champs are gonna look not so good. And a big reason why I think this fight is happening, aside from him already having fought Ilya, having already fought Max and Charles, is I think they want to protect him a little bit from Armin, just in case Armin does beat him. Because if they save him a little bit, and let him fight Gaethje first and knock him out, they're gonna have a huge opportunity for UFC Spain. And they could do him versus Armin or him versus Islam in Spain. I don't think Islam would fight in Spain. I don't think he would. I think he always wants to have some kind of home crowd advantage. Um, in America, he's well liked, so he can fight there. And the only time I think he's ever had like a major disadvantage was when he fought Volkanovski in Australia. And we all know how that went. You know what I'm saying? So, but now it sounds like I'm discrediting Islam and saying he's a pussy. But no, I'm just saying like I don't think he wants to go to Spain and be the one like putting his belt on the line and shit in Spain and having all these people going like against him and having all these issues in Spain. Because Spain, bro, people in Spain are fucking reckless. They're ruthless. They are so like crazy about sports. It's fucking insane. Anyways, yeah, I think they're kind of saving Ilya a little bit from Armin until UFC Spain. I'm not saying that Ilya is ducking Armin. I think he kind of is, but at the same time, like, dude, he fought fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was at the top. He just colded Charles last year. This dude probably has a new hate in his heart after him and his girl broke up too. So I think Gaethje's fucked. If it was Armin this time, I'd probably pick Ilya because this hate in his heart, bro. So that's just me. But anyways, aside from that, I think the fight's stupid. Like I said, I think it should be Armin. Da da da. da. It should be Max or Charles. Da da da. All this stuff should not be Gaethje in any world. I'd rather see him versus Benoit Saint Denis, brother. But anyways, is he? Wait, I don't remember if he's the main event. I think he is. The co-main, I think, is Alex and Cyril gone. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I might be the biggest Alex fan in the world. My name on PlayStation has been Poetan underscore 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 for like 4 years. I was telling people about this guy back in fucking elementary school before he was even doing MMA. I've been watching him fight since like 2014. I was like 6 years old, bro. But yeah, I mean, I really like him and I really want him to win. Whenever he lost to Ankalaev, it was one of those things that I made excuses for, and then he came back and proved those excuses to be right. So thank God I was not caught up being a glazer for no reason, and I had some truth to my words. Um, I have a Baja Blast like sitting right there behind the camera, and it's just fucking like the Green Goblin mask, except it's not green, it's purple because it's the midnight one. It's kind of overrated, dude. I think the original one might be better. When I first had it, I thought it was really good, but now it's like it's like cough syrup. Some people like that shit though. If you're weird, you're weird. You're like it, bro. I'm telling you right now. If you like cough syrup, it's for you. But anyways, last time he moved up a weight class was when he fought Jan, in his light heavyweight debut, and he looked bad. He looked very sluggish. Was not as fast. He had less pop in his shots, and he just wasn't the same Boatan that we know. You know what I'm saying? Or at least that I know. Um, so unless he does like a really good transition to heavyweight, which I mean, he's been lifting a lot of weights and stuff like that, and he still looks fast on pads and whatnot. I've seen him. I think I've seen him spar a little bit, maybe not. I don't remember. Um, he doesn't look terrible, but the thing is, physically, like, dude, the signs are gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the elevation is in DC, but they inform you. But I'll tell you right now, like, he's gonna gas if he goes late. He's gonna gas. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And Cyril will pick up. He might get a TKO, or he'll just beat him up for 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? 3 rounds maybe. And it's a scary thing, but it could definitely happen. I'm kind of like mentally prepared for it at this point. I don't think Cyril is gonna sleep him or anything like that crazy. Like that hasn't happened since the Izzy fight, and it probably won't ever happen again. He has an insane chin and insane recovery. He gets hurt like every fight, but he comes back, man. That's what he's known for at this point. Um, anyways, yeah, I mean, obviously I want Alex to win. I'll probably pick him to win by KO, like within three. Cyril's gonna be very respectful of the power, and he'll probably fight off southpaw or deal with the low kicks more, and probably just to shut down the lead high kick. Um, it does make it where knees are a bit more potent in my opinion. Um, his hook will not be as easy, and lead hand fighting will play a lot. He struggled to lead hand fight against Ankalaev. And the way Ankalaev would use stance switches in the fight, in the first fight, gave him a lot of trouble. And Cyril will definitely do that. He watches film. He trains well. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter. So he can definitely give Alex a hard time, if not even beat him. If not beat him, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just nervous. My shoulders are fucking crazy right now. Am I bugging? I am bugging. Damn, I need to kill myself. But anyways, aside from those two big fights, I mean, Bo Nickel and Kyle Dawkins, I think, are fighting. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like they just want Bo Nickel to be around, so they're like, hey, we have a really good American middleweight. Look at this guy. He's not controversial like Sean Strickland. Oh my god. Just do like a fucking. Just do him versus like. I was gonna say Hermanson, but Hermanson moved down. Hermanson's done, bro. They could do him versus like Gautier or something like that, right? Or Abdul Malik, whatever his name is. Or Al Hassan, whatever. Can't remember. They could do him versus like that one Umar guy, I think. Is he a light heavyweight or is he a middleweight? I don't remember. I honestly don't know. I'm not a big fan of him. I've seen him fight a few times. Um, but yeah, man, I don't know. They didn't give him better fights. Kyle's not a shitty fighter by any means. I mean, he KO'd Michelle Pereira in one round, so he's definitely got something that he could give to Bo. But Bo's not gonna fuck around, dude. He's gonna shoot a takedown, take him down, probably submit him. That's it. Uh, you know. Aside from that, I know Amenza Hobby and Sean are fighting. Sean O'Malley. I think Amenza is gonna just get bullied for 3 rounds. If he doesn't get knocked out, he's gonna get brutalized for 3 rounds. It's gonna be pretty bad. He's not a great grappler. He's like above average grappler, I'd say. At least for that division, he's above average. But you know, like I think it's just a mismatch. He's too small. He struggled a lot with old man Aldo. I love you, Go. I miss you. I wish you were still here with us. But got forced into retirement by shitty judges. Never forget the Aldo tragedy. Happened twice in a row, by the way. That's fucking insane to me, dude. Oh my god, I could rant about that forever. Maybe I will. But anyways, I think the fight is going to be pretty one-sided. Not much to it. You know, Sean's going to win. And I've doubted a men's hobby before. I will do it again. Then you have Derek Lewis and Josh Hawkett. I kind of forgot about that fight. It's Blob versus Blob. I no longer care about the heavyweight division unless it's Alex fighting. I think Hockett should have that in the bag, but Derek Lewis is always one of those guys who occasionally will be like, and then get a knockout. So I'm not gonna count him out. I'm not gonna bet on the fight, obviously, because I have no money. Look where I'm at. This isn't even a real bag. This is a blow up. Um, who else? Mauricio Rufy versus Michael Chandler. All right, so either Chandler gets smoked in a minute flat, or he just randomly clips Rufy and wins, and he's back in contention. You know what I'm saying? Just like old days. They know white privilege. You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I'm gonna pick Mauricio, and I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. People are really counting out Chandler. He's always one of those guys that has a chance, though. I honestly thought Dan Hooker was gonna TKO him with a knee because he changes his level so much. He goes, and then he comes over, and then he comes over, eh. That was my foot. I don't know why, but on the screen, like a pink blob, kind of like Josh Hockett from a distance. But, anyways, Hokett, is it Hockett or Hokett? I think it's Hokett, isn't it? The Incredible Hulk. Is that what it is? I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. I don't really like him that much, but his last fight was good. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I think Ruby will win. I might just put like $1 on Chandler to win by first round knockout. It'd be kind of funny if that happened. Take in mind, Ruby has been KO'd before. I think he got KO'd in round 3 by Souza, Jacare Souza. No, not Jacare, but Manuel Souza, I think his name is. I don't know. He's some Brazilian guy. He's good though. He's actually in the UFC now. He got a big one not that long ago. But yeah, I mean, dude, it's always possible that Chandler just gets a random KO when it's back in conversations. Conor McGregor, see you at the top, boy. He says as he walks away with his 5 adopted black children. How many does he have? 3 too? That sounds terrible. Never mind. But yeah, then there's what else is on the card? I don't remember. I think that would be it. So we have Zahabi Sean, Alex Gone, Bars, Ilia Gaethje, Hackett Lewis, Bo Dacus. Oh, I forgot the best fight on there for Mexicans. Steve Garcia and Diego Lopez. Steve Garcia is too chinny. Diego's the opposite of that. He takes shots too well. I'm just gonna say Diego Lopez round 3 knockout. Or maybe decision. I don't know. It might be a decision. He might fight weird. You never really know, man. But I think that's it. Honestly, like I don't think it's a shitty card. I think it's just like a good pay per view. Like back when we had pay per views, it was like it's just like a good numbered main card. That's pretty much it. There's no prelims, which is kind of unfortunate. But to be honest, if there was prelims, it'd probably be even worse. Um, or it would just drain the rest of the numbered cards for the year. So there'd be nothing to watch, and it'd just be shitty cards like we've had for the past 2 months. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, man, I don't know. It's weird that it's happening at the White House. I'm not a really big political guy. Like I do acknowledge it. I used to be way more into it when I was younger because I was a weird little gay guy. But nowadays, like I'm not really too interested. At the end of the day, my life has barely changed throughout any presidency that I've lived through, from Obama 1 to 2, and then Trump to Biden to Trump. I did a little Indian maneuver because Kash Patel was there. Shout out Kash Patel. Cried because he had a sweater too small for him or jacket. I don't remember. It was a sweater. Um, but yeah, man, like I think it's just weird that's at the White House with all the stuff going on with the Epstein files and then the ongoing wars in Iran and Israel and all this stuff. It just doesn't really make much sense to me. I know Dana and Trump are pretty close and they're like butt buddies. But like I just don't get it. I think it's weird. I would much rather see them just fighting like anywhere else. Come to Indiana, bro. Tony Ferguson. God, that was so fucking corny. I think I'm gonna just end it here. But anyways, when I say end it here, I mean my life and the video at the same time. But yeah, I mean, what more is there to cover? I don't think there's anything else. I think it's not a bad card. People hate on it a lot, but there's 4 really really cool fights that I'm interested in, and the main event and co-main event are bangers that will shape how the rest of the year will look for both those divisions, and could even shape how light heavyweight looks if you look at the Alex fight because he might end up moving back down. If he loses, you never really know. It could be very interesting. He might move back down and go fight Carlos. That would totally be a competitive fight.